everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun and creative upcycle project I'm going to be showing you using just a old planner I had, vinyl and paint. I'll be making a Ghostbuster planner, so stay tuned to see how it turns out. Today I'm going to be using my Cricut machine to make a cutout for the vinyl. This is basically what I'm going to use to make the shape for the icon or the logo for Ghostbusters. So firstly, I hopped online and just tried to find the best image that I could find. I am learning still with using my Cricut machine and the Cricut design space and how it functions, but I have realized you have to make sure you find a good image whenever you want to transfer image from the web and into your Cricut design space. You want to make sure you pick an image that has all of the lines connected to something and no open line space, because this will throw off your weeding and will make the image harder to work with. I'm going to go ahead and use this image here on the right. So I saved it, and now I'm going to go ahead and transfer it over to my Cricut design space to get the project started. So now I'll have to go into the Cricut design space and upload an image. Then I want to click upload an image again, and now I'll have to browse from my computer to find where I saved the Ghostbuster image from online or the web. Now that I found my image, I'm going to go ahead and remove the background from it. And convert the image into 2 layers or the multiple layer option here. This is actually my first time doing multiple layers. I usually do just 1 layer here whenever I cut out things from the Cricut. I'll honestly say I was a little bit scared to do this because it looked really hard, and to me, in my mind, I just couldn't conceptualize how you could do it and make it still look good, because, you know, like I said, I had never done it before, so it was just unfamiliar. And, you know, that's just life, honestly. You know, you have to really get uncomfortable, try new things that are unfamiliar and seem hard in order to grow. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm trying to level up on my Cricut skills. So if you are like me, just go for it. You'll mess up. I had a few things that I had to recut a couple of times, but this is just a part of learning. So I went ahead and resized the image to be able to fit my pot. In hindsight, I wish I would have made it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. This is the first layer. This is the background. And then this is the front layer, or the red layer. Now we are ready to go ahead and send the project over to the Cricut to be cut. I ended up cutting the red layer first, but this was really easy to weed out. That paper that I'm using is from Dollar Tree. It is 4 for $1. And I feel like the Dollar Tree vinyl is good for beginners because you don't have to invest a whole lot of money, which is really good, because when you're a beginner and you're learning all this stuff and how to weed properly and all of that, it's a learning curve and you will make a lot of mess ups. So don't use the expensive paper, is my opinion. Go with the Dollar Tree stuff or just anything that's really cheap. And I always use transfer paper to take my design out of the backing. So I feel like this is the best thing to do because it makes it so much easier to get your design out. Now to the fun part of seeing your design actually come to life on your project. I am placing the vinyl directly onto the pot. Now the pot is one that was a terracotta pot, but I went ahead and painted it black to kind of just go with the theme of the Ghostbuster design that I had. While you take the transfer paper off of your design, you want to do so slowly and while adding pressure onto the design you have. I also printed out or cut out a little saying from the movie. It just says who you gonna call, and I'm gonna place this on the very top of the planner just to give it a little more for the design. And again, just make sure you're applying a lot of pressure onto the vinyl so that it can adhere properly onto whatever you're trying to place the vinyl on. Next, I am going to use a black paint marker, and with this, I need to add the eyes onto the ghost. I had them cut out in the Cricut, but I lost them whenever I was doing some weeding, so I'm going to just paint them on here. And as you can see, there are some imperfections in the paint, that black paint that's on the planter. I'm gonna go back and fill this in with that black paint marker. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and seal the paint on here with the Carmar varnish, or however you say it. This is something I found that really gives your paint jobs a really finished look. It makes the pot or whatever you're using it on, it makes it shiny, giving it a fresh from the palette look at all times. And here's the pot. I went ahead and stuck my plant in there and it is ready to go. And this is one of my favorite upcycle projects so far. My fiance and I, we do the designs on the planters just to turn them into something new and fun. I hope this DIY was inspiring to you, but if you like what you've seen here, please hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Bye.